So how you see the spirituality in your life? Like what exactly is the spirituality for you?
Um, I think for me, spirituality might boil down to just faith. And I don't necessarily mean, like, I have a very clear distinction between religion and spirituality. So I don't know if I can say that I'm religious, but I'm definitely spiritual. Um, Sometimes that overlaps, sometimes it doesn't, you know. Um, I think yeah, so I think it's just about faith in either whether it's ourselves or in someone else or in a higher being, a higher power or whatever. But I think it's about um like when your spirit connects with something else, it has faith in something else. I think that's what I call spiritual. Um yeah, I mean that's just, I guess that's been my definition. I've never had to define it before. So thank you for the question. Um but yeah, I think that's how I would define it. How do you think you would define it?
So I mean, everyone has a different way to perceive things. But
Mm-hmm.
when you say that you connect with some different things, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
is that different? What exactly is different for you? So when you see yourself talking with your partner, your parents, or your friends, anyone, in business, like when you said you go into the deep and you try to get it, what exactly they are trying to say, and you see everything from that angle, from the spiritual angle. So how you look at it different from the others? Like what is that you see that you are seeing that very differently?
I'm not sure if I see things differently. Um, I think if anything, I found out that a lot of us kind of see things the same way. We just don't talk about it enough, so we feel like we're alone in our thoughts a lot. Um, but I think, yeah, I don't think see things differently, but what I do see is, what I mean by something else, like connecting with something else is, like right now I'm connecting with you. So I'm trying to figure out, um, like my focus is on you. So I'm trying to figure out what your story is, what your journey has been. So that way is like you are other than me. So that way, if it's someone else, then it's other than me. If it's my work, then it is other than me. So that's what I mean by something outside of me. Um, I have a lot of faith in Ganpati. And that has come through just experience, not because it was enforced or taught or taught. Um, so that is again, something. Um, I understand, like people talk about how God is within us. I feel I'm more of a vehicle than a deity. Um, so yeah, so that is again, other than me. So I'm trying to connect with that. So yeah, I mean, for me, I talk a lot even in my head, and I always have, ever since I was a kid, I've always imagined that I talk to God. Like God is the one I'm talking to. I don't know, like it doesn't have a face. Um, but I think some people just might call it like an imaginary friend. You know how kids have imaginary friends. Um, so yeah, I always have someone I talk to. Um, and I just think it's the higher power that I talk to. So I always try to just listen. So, and the reason I say other is because I'm trying to listen. Like I'm separate from it, so I'm trying to communicate somehow. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that answers your question, but